It's free. It's free. It's free. It's never free, trust me. Welcome along to the Groove Junction. Welcome. This is a big episode today. But before we get into it, my name's DJ Matty F, and I am one half of the duo that is the Groove Junction. The other person, I have to introduce him every time, and he's got his hand over his mouth because he's been laughing so much because I've messed this intro up about 3 or 4 times beforehand. See, I've messed it up again, but I'm just going to go with it. Please welcome DJ John Colley.
Oh, mate, I'll tell you, I've actually got tears in my eyes.
I know. I'm just annoyed with myself.
Don't be annoyed. Oh, mate, no, seriously. No, seriously. I mean, you know, you do the intro every week, and for the last 50 weeks, you've done it spot on. Can't fault it.
Yeah.
But you've messed it up so many times tonight. It's been quite funny. Oh, mate, yeah. That's a cracking start. Love that. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon.
Yeah, good. Yeah, and all that. Well, that was a great first 30 seconds of the podcast. Hope people haven't dropped away. Thanks for listening. Thanks for jumping back on wherever you are in the world. This is the Groove Junction, the DJ's podcast, talking all things DJing world. We are episode 51.
Love that. You know what that means, don't you?
You know what that means? That is our penultimate show before the big one.
Yeah.
The big year anniversary. The big one. But before we get into next week's, we got this week's to get on with. But a little disclaimer before we get into the rundown today. We said that we were going to have a guest on the show this week from America. Unfortunately, due to commitments, that guest is unable to record with us tonight. However, they are recording with us tomorrow, which means due to our schedules, mine and John's busy schedules, but mainly mine because I've got to do all the editing, I'm not going to be in a position to get the episode ready after the recording that we're doing with our guest, which will be tomorrow, out in time. So it will be episode 53. So after the year one, we will get our guest out there, but more to come in relation to that. So yeah, it's just me and John on this week's podcast, just a week before the big birthday bash. Mate. I'm going to call it a bash now.
A birthday bash.
Let's have a birthday bash.
Love it.
But as always, with our show, we're going to get into the rundown. So over to Pro Mobile Magazine for sponsoring the rundown.
The Groove Junction Rundown is sponsored by Pro Mobile Magazine, the magazine that's got it all. It's a game changer. They don't just do surface-level reviews, they dive deep with real practical insights. And the interviews? They feature some heavy hitters sharing seriously valuable advice. But it's not just about DJ gear. They cover everything. Marketing techniques, and even the latest tech trends like AI, which is super relevant right now. Honestly, if you're serious about your DJ career, you need to check them out. And here's the best part. We've got an exclusive deal just for the Groove Junction listeners. You can subscribe right now by searching Pro Mobile Magazine and hitting the subscribe button. Just use our special code GroovePMSUB for a 25% discount on your first year's subscription, which is 6 magazines delivered to your door. That's Pro Mobile Magazine. Don't miss out.
Thank you, Pro Mobile, for sponsoring the rundown. As always, John, what have you been doing?
Right, so last week,
yes,
nothing.
Oh,
nothing. That's kind of a lie. I went away on Tuesday. Yeah. Monday, I had a levers do. I did a levers do, which was really, really good. Really good. Good fun.
Okay.
The only thing, so got there, set everything up, no problem. Mm-hmm. And then they went, last song, 25 past. And I'm like, oh, you've put me in till 6 o'clock. She went, no. You're only until like 5:30 or 5 o'clock or whatever else. And I'm like, oh, right, okay. And even the photo booth guy that they hired in, he said the same thing. He said, like, I'm normally here till 6. He said they've changed the timings this year. And I said, well, don't the price hasn't changed. So that was really good. Really enjoyed that. I did kind of feel sorry for them because it was a really hot day, and they'd all organised a ice cream van to come for the kids, and because this year 6 leavers, right? There's 184 kids in this 1 year, and this is a primary school going to secondary school. And I'm like, how is that so many? You know, but anyway, it was 184, 186 kids, whatever it was. Ice cream van turned up. Great. Can you call them out one class at a time to go and get? Yep, no problem. Mate, honestly, the heavens opened. Honestly, it absolutely threw it down. We ran, and they had to stop serving the ice creams because by the time they got the ice cream from the ice cream van, they were soaking wet. They absolutely threw it down. That was the only downside for that party for them. But it was still good. It was still good. Good fun. Good fun. Had a lot of equipment out, as you do. And then I went away, which was great.
Yeah,
went away. Yeah. Weather was pants. Literally had one good day of like good weather. Yeah, it's kind of like
the UK and welcome to the holiday UK weather.
Well, I think it's like
summer.
yeah, it's half it. DJ Matty's vacation holidays because wherever wherever you go, rates.
Don't say that my holidays are rubbing off on your holidays and the
I
rain is
think
following
it
you.
is. Yeah. Well, anyway, it was good. And then I did a Monday night wedding last night, and which was good. Eventually, when I actually started, they were running 2.5 hours behind.
2.5 hours behind for a wedding.
Yeah, for a wedding. So I turned up at 6. I was told to get back for 6 o'clock for a 7 o'clock first cake cut, first dance. No problem. Turned there up 6. I said, how are we getting on? They went, we haven't even started serving food yet. And as the evening went on, yeah, it was a 5-course meal. All right. In the end, I didn't play the first dance song until 9:30.
Wow.
And I found out one of the reasons for this.
Go on.
The groom, lovely guy, Amir, his name was, lovely guy. He was one of the chefs, so he was in the kitchen most of his wedding day,
cooking
and then
for everyone.
With some other like people in the kitchen for him. All right, and his new wife, was literally sat on the top table most of the time on her own until the course was ready. And then he come and sat down with her, and then he went off into the kitchen again to get the next course.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
Not good.
No, that was proper crazy. Say 9:30, and I honestly thought it was only a small event as well. There's only 30 guests, and I didn't think it was going to go the distance, but it did. Last knockings 12 o'clock they finished.
Jeez.
Yeah. So and that's it for me this week. What about yourself?
Well. Yeah, so I did an over 30s, 80s, 90s, and noughties night in Colchester. Yeah, it was good. It was interesting. I was asked to take my controller, so I had my AZ ready to go. I turned up at the venue with everything that I needed, and then looked at the DJ booth, and the DJ booth was that small I couldn't actually get the AZ into the DJ booth, let alone actually getting it onto the shelf. The shelf for the DJ controller was just too small.
Wow.
So yeah, luckily enough, I took my laptop and all my USBs anyway. But I had my pen drives and my USBs anyway for the AZ because I use that standalone rather than using the laptop. But I took my laptop anyway, and I ended up using their FLX10 in the venue. So I used the FLX10 for the first time, which was good. It was fine. No issues. It was a nice 5-hour gig. The only thing that I would say about the gig was, so it's a private or independent club as such. It's quite small. I think it only holds around about 250 people, and they pretty much sold out just shy of, I think, a handful. So it was very packed. But where the DJ booth was, the room next to the DJ booth was a cupboard. and in the cupboard was all the amps. But in the amp room was an air conditioning unit, and the air conditioning unit was obviously cooling the amp room down. But the outlet for the air conditioning, i.e., sucking all of the hot air out of the amp room, then came into the DJ booth. So there was a massive hole in the wall with a pipe sticking out around about my knee level. And that was just blowing out hot air into the DJ booth. I'm not going to kid you when I say if it was 40 degrees behind that DJ booth, I'm probably underestimating the temperature.
Did you have shorts
on?
on?
It was that hot. I was sweating that much. It was ridiculous. It was so bad.
Wow. It'd be nice in the winter.
Yeah, lovely in the winter. The owner said to me, he goes, I thought about contacting the DJ because I didn't know who it was, but I thought about contacting the DJ to let him know, look, it's probably worth you coming in shorts. I'm like...
Mate, you wouldn't need your budgie smugglers on, not shorts, mate. Sounds well off.
Mate, honestly, it's probably the hottest thing I've ever had to be involved whilst DJing. It was so hot.
How long was the gig?
Hot. 5 hours. Yeah.
Did they give you like plenty of drinks, soft drinks to keep you going?
Oh, yeah, gave me loads of water. I needed oxygen at one point, but there was a lot. There was a lot of water being drunk. That's for sure. But yeah. So that was that was my weekend doing that, which was quite interesting, to say the least. But yeah, all good fun. All good fun.
Love that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what's happened this week, and no doubt we'll talk about what's coming up at the end of the podcast. So thank you, Pro Mobile, for sponsoring the rundown. Yes. I think it's time for a little break, John.
I like the idea of that. I'll see you after the break.
So that was a nice little break there, John.
I enjoy it. I love a little break. Love a little break.
Yeah, very quick little break. So, I've got nothing on my list to talk about tonight.
Okay.
Well, are you going to change that?
Yeah, I'll change that. I'll have a crack at it.
Okay, the reason why I haven't is because I'm sort of panicking about next week's show.
Okay.
I'm panicking.
Why are you panicking about next week's show? It's going to be like a massive one.
Well, that's the thing. It's a massive one. And I've not really given it any thought or any... I mean, I know we've got the prize dump.
Yes. Yep.
Yes. We've got a few surprises and a few prizes to give away, which we'll do on the show next week.
I think you need to approach this with the same attitude we approach every podcast that we do, and we have done for the last year, which is just go with the flow.
Okay.
People know that we don't script this, right? It's totally unscripted.
I have no idea why people still listen because of that reason.
Well, because it's raw, isn't it? It's raw. It's real. It is what it is. Raw. I mean, it's raw. You know, I think if you overthink it, then you're gonna give yourself headache, nosebleed. I know what you like, mate. Yeah.
All right. Go on then.
At your age, you've got to be careful. Do you know what I mean? You can't stress yourself out.
So rude.
No, I'm looking forward to next week, but then again, like I have for the last 50 weeks, I just turn up and talk. I don't really do any much more than that.
There you go.
To be fair, but there you go.
It's going to change. You're going to do everything in the second year. Yeah, look at the worry on his face.
Worry? Just aged 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So. Okay. What do you want to talk about?
So
talk to me.
So I know you say you haven't got anything to talk about, but something you just mentioned in the rundown, I want to bring up. So I know that you've got the Alpha Theta AZ. I've got the and I have the Denon Prime 4, Prime 4 Plus. Now both controllers are standalone, and there are many controllers out there that are standalone where you people have kind of ditched the laptop now and they're running off of USBs and this, that, and the other. Now, it got me thinking when you're talking in the rundown. I've got a standalone controller, and the Denon Prime 4 Plus. Very lucky because I have an internal memory card as well, an SSD drive inside that's already. I know the AZ doesn't have that. Okay.
No.
So when you go out with your AZ, you've got all your music on USBs. Okay. So with me, with my Prime 4, I'm predominantly use my laptop. I use VDJ. I love it. I know it. I can do loads of things with it. All that. One of the things that sort of I think stops me from going standalone completely is like how much music. I mean, I've got quite a large music collection, right? Someone come up and say, "Have you got this song?" And it's like it's not on your USB stick.
Yeah,
you know, that's what worries me, right? That sort of thing, because how do you know what to take? I mean, do you take all your music but on a USB?
I mean, firstly, you can't. I would say you're never going to be able to judge what people want, so you're always going to have. You're covering all bases. I think realistically, you're not. I think it's a difficult one because the reason why I'm pausing around this and going, oh, you should go standalone and you should just go USB, blah 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 blah, and you don't need your laptop. I don't need my laptop with my AZ because I've got Apple Music at a touch of a button on the screens on the AZ. No.
That base there.
There. So I don't need a laptop to plug into. I can use the laptop with Serato or Recordbox at this moment in time. But I choose not to because, and you can see it there on the other side, I've got a 500 gigabyte sound card. Or
Memory
SD
stick
card, I think they're called.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I've got that.
And how much music is on there?
Tons.
Yeah, but I mean,
tons.
what's tons? A couple hundred?
Oh no, thousands.
Oh, okay.
Thousands. Thousands, probably even close to 10,000 songs. I've got
on that
loads
thing
of
there.
playlists. Yeah. So I've only obviously had the AZ this year. And one of my main things was around the AZ was actually sorting out all my crates, getting everything in the right order of where I need things, touch the button, done. I know where things are, it's done. When I was doing it on the laptop, it was all over the place because I really, really relied on going on to Tidal or Spotify or iTunes or whatever at a touch of a button on the iPad. Well, I don't need the iPad because the AZ is that powerful enough. I can go into Apple Music and get everything I need if I need it.
Okay.
So all of the songs that I have, so I've got a huge playlist of 80s, 90s and noughties because of the silent disco work. I've got a huge playlist of 80s, 90s and noughties stuff that I use for the over 30s gigs. A lot of those songs that we use for those, we're going to use for private event functions as a mobile DJ. The club stuff that I've got playlists in there already gone through on my system.
Okay.
That I've downloaded, and I've put playlists together for the club stuff that I've done recently. Right. And even to the point, the student union stuff that Jason, who was on our guest last week, Jason put me on. I got a student union playlist.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So like, there's a lot of songs that I've got on there that one I probably won't ever play, but they're there. And all I have to do is search. And the search function on the AZ searches absolutely everything on there.
Right. So you don't, I know you just mentioned, so I've never used Recordbox or Serato. I've never used them, right? So
first time this year I've started using them.
Okay. So do you need those? You have to educate me on this because I know with the Prime 4, if I want to create a playlist, the easiest way to do it is to use the engine software on my laptop and then sync it up, hook it up to the Prime 4, sync it up that way. That's the easiest way to do it, right? By doing it through engine, beat grids it, analyzes it, and all of that, and then I can make little adjustments. I can put my cues in on the laptop rather than or whatever. So that's like when you plug your USB stick into your AZ, does it analyze the track? So if you was to plug that USB stick in and put, say, right, I want Uptown Funk, will it, when you load it into your player, into your AZ, will it analyze that track, beat grid it, give you the BPM, etc., etc.? Will it do that?
Okay.
Off the USB.
Okay, off the USB, you do all of that formatting like you've just described in the way you do it on your Denim, but I have to do that in Recordbox.
Okay, right. So if you was at a gig,
yep,
right, and in just for argument's sake, Freed from Desire, it's never been analyzed. It's on your USB stick. You've not played it, or it's not gone through Recordbox. You load it into your player.
If it's not gone through Recordbox, I wouldn't be able to load it onto the system.
Oh.
I would then have to go, if I didn't have that on my system after searching for it, I would then have to go into Apple Music onto the streaming platform.
Right.
And then load it in. Once I do that, it's doing all that analyzing work in the background and gridding it all up.
Okay. So you couldn't go to one of the download servers like DMC or Mastermix. You couldn't download a track, put it straight onto your memory card, plug it in and play it. You wouldn't be able to do that. It has to go through Recordbox
first.
Okay, right. That's interesting.
But I've done that. I've done that on the fly. I think I said that a few weeks ago that I did that at a gig, that I didn't have a song, and I had my laptop there. I think it was on one of the student union gigs that I did. I didn't have the song that I wanted, so I then went onto, I think it was Mashup.
Yeah.
Downloaded it from Mashup, put it onto my USB, put it into my laptop, put it into Recordbox so it recognized it, and then I put it, because the AZ's got two USB slots. So with the new format of that new song, it was on one USB. So I just plugged the USB in and it was there. But you have to put it into Recordbox to do that formatting before you can then put it into.
So okay, so you went to Mashup, you downloaded the song you want, you put it onto your pen drive. You then took that track from your pen drive into Recordbox.
No, pen drive into laptop.
Pen drive into laptop, yeah.
So okay. Rewind slightly.
Let's go back.
Mashup. I found the song. I then plugged the USB into the laptop. I download the song onto the USB. I then eject the USB out. No, I kept the USB in. I then uploaded it into Recordbox.
Yeah.
Synced it. Pulled it out. Yeah.
Okay.
So once you've done it, all you do is then sync. You're syncing everything that's on that USB so it fits into Recordbox.
Gotcha. And then you took the USB out the laptop and plugged it into the AZ, and it was there.
Into the spare one, yeah.
Right. Gotcha. Interesting. So, okay, yeah, I like that. I need to come away from the laptop. I'm kind of like a creature of habit. You know,
so,
we spoke about this like many a time.
Yeah, we have. But I would then also add to the point of, I like using stem work. And you can't do stem work without a laptop.
See, I can on the den. I can't do it on the fly.
That's the difference. You have to have the laptop plugged in.
Well, if I want to use the Denim Prime as standalone, I would have to go in and pre-compute the track that I want, and then put it into the thing. So it's a bit of a rigmarole.
Yeah. See, so if I plug my laptop into the AZ and go through Serato, I can do stems on the fly.
See, I can do stems through VDJ, through the laptop.
There you go.
Very, very simple, very easy.
It's the power of the laptop that creates the stems.
Yeah.
And that's why there's not a standalone DJ controller that can do stems. Everyone go, well, the FLX10 does. The FLX10 does, but you need to plug your laptop into it. So it's the laptop that's doing all the work. It isn't the controller.
An average party, 4 or 5 hours? How many tracks do you reckon you play? 80, 90? thereabouts, maybe.
100 probably.
So if we say
around.
around 100, right, and you got over 10,000 songs on there, it's very unlikely you're going to need to use Apple or Tidal or anything anyway, because you've got all that on.
But it's there to get you out of trouble. I mean,
Yeah,
on the AZ, there's only 2 streaming platforms that you can use on there: there's Beatport and Apple.
You can't use
They're
Tidal,
the only
right?
ones. No, Tidal's not on there.
Oh, okay.
Tidal's not embedded into it.
Oh, that's interesting.
So yeah, so I have
I know with the Prime 4, I've got pretty much everything now. Apple Music, Beatsource, Beatport. I'm sure it's Beats. I don't really use it. I only use Tidal, and that come to the rescue last night at this wedding actually, because they wanted a load of Mauritian music. Mauritian music, yeah, and their Tidal had it. I was like, get in,
there you go.
Superstar DJ. They even said, they go, yeah, they give it. Oh, you know what? You know your music, don't you? And I'm giving it. I'm never no idea what you're talking about.
Tidal knows it.
Yeah. So going back to controllers, you rocked up at Venue Saturday. You took your controller, but you couldn't use it, and you had to use their in-house system. Now I know we've spoken about the condition of in-house like equipment in the past. I'm not going to talk about that, but how were you phased? Were you like, whoa, hang on a minute, I can only use this controller or whatever? Was you phased? Did it put you off your game plan or whatever because you had to use a controller, not just another controller, but a controller that you're unfamiliar with?
No, I think I before the AZ came out, I was in the market of getting the FLX10.
Okay.
But I had never touched it, never looked at it. I'd seen as DJ Taylor, who's on the Silent Disco, he's been on guest on the show. He's got an FLX10, and I was like, this is what I want. I want to get away from the controller that I had at the time, and the FLX10 was the one I wanted. And then obviously I held back, and then the AZ came out, and then eventually I got the AZ once it had sorted its software issues out. So I was always in the game for an FLX10. So when I saw it there, I stood there and was like, I don't want to use it. But I have no choice. And I can't walk away from this venue because I've got a gig to do and I'm professional and I've got to see it through. So it was just a case of working out, and trust me, the booth was tiny, right? I had to balance my laptop on top of a PC hard drive that was in the booth, which was next to the FLX10, and there, I kid you not, there was probably 5 or 6 centimeters either side of that. Wow. That's how small it was. So I ended up unplugging the USB out of the hard drive computer, plugging that into my laptop, and then running DJ Pro through as the application into the FLX10.
Okay, so yeah. So you weren't phased by using it then. You did bother you.
At first, I was like, right, okay, where's the load button? There's that. There's this. Right, okay. Oh, stems. There we go. I couldn't never touch the button. That's normally have to do that on the laptop. But yeah, okay, yeah, we're good there. Yeah, let's go.
Okay. So basically, I mean, I know for myself, you can put me in front of any controller. Well, I say any controller. You can put me in front of a controller, and I'll probably pretty much be able to do it. Use it.
Just a Denon controller, yeah.
No, not just a Denon. See, now this brings me on to something else, Matty, right?
Oh, okay.
Because because it's still around equipment, but I know that you went into Pop World and you were using CDJ 3000s.
Yeah.
Right. Now, because I haven't done a lot of standalone work, to be fair, but with the CD, you put your pen drive in or your card, and it worked fine. Yep. Is that because it went through record box? Right. Yeah. So for me, if they Pop World rang me up and they said, right, John, can you come in and stand in, blah, 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 I wouldn't be able to do it because I don't use Record Box. So how would I get around that?
I'm not too sure what software is compatible with CDJ 3000s. Obviously, Serato is, Record Box is. I even found out that DJ Pro is. So I don't know if VDJ.
Well, I don't think it would be because
DJ.
the 3000s are standalone, aren't they?
They're standalone, but you can plug laptops into them.
So I think anyone sort of like with coming into this sort of if they're doing maybe not the mobile stuff but the club stuff and the bar hopping and this and the other, might be worth checking out prior to the gig whether what equipment they've got for you to use if you've got to use their in-house stuff, and is your USBs or whatever, your computer or whatever, is it going to be compatible with the equipment there? Because if I turn up to Pop World, I'll and the 3000s, I don't know the answer, but if the 3000s don't work with VDJ or Engine, which they wouldn't work with Engine because Engine's a Denon thing, then I wouldn't be able to do the gig. So I think it's definitely worth doing a little bit of prep work prior to a gig if you're a bar hopper type thing.
If you're getting booked for stuff, the stuff that I've been recently booked for, I've been told there is 3000s and an A9 mixer in there, so you know what you're walking into. Like that Pop World, they had the CGJ 3000s and the 2000s.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but if their music on their USB sticks are not run through Record Box or Serato or whatever, then they could potentially come up against a problem.
That's if you're not using USB, but you can plug laptops into the CDJ and work Serato or Record Box through laptop.
Yeah, that doesn't help make some of VDJ.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm not. I don't know if I don't know if CDJs accept. If anyone knows the answer, I don't know. Because I don't use it. I've never used it. Never touched that platform. I don't know. But I am aware that. Yeah, I am aware. So you just got to do your homework before you do it.
I think that's one thing I wish I'd done in lockdown, and that was sort through my music library. I wish I'd done that.
I think because I've moved away from DJ Pro and having it all on my computer as such, because I've gone into Record Box, I've sorted everything out basically, and I've tied it up.
Yeah, I think a little bit of housekeeping on my music collection. I need to employ someone to do it for me. That's what I need to, because I've got, I don't know, 35, 40,000 tracks, maybe even more than that on my laptop. I have no idea. But I'll go through it and I look at it and I'm like, oh, look, Uptown Funk, you've got 16 copies of this.
But that's the issue, is that why we keep downloading more and more songs when you don't need to. And this takes us back to conversation. We're sort of reminiscing over the years worth of guests, because I'm going to name another one. When we had Jay Cunningham on the show a few weeks back, he was saying, when you were in the vinyl world and you were going out and doing gigs with vinyl, you were planning your sets. You were taking those records with you. You can't carry 5,000 records with you,
no.
we do on a USB for this. So plan stuff. Keep downloading for the sake of downloading, and go through this and go, right, have I got that? Yeah, I have.
Yeah. Right.
Sometimes I've searched on my AZ and I've got 3 copies of it.
Yeah.
What the hell have I got 3 copies for it?
Yeah. They do. So there is a bit of software out there, isn't there? Is it called Crate Hackers? Maybe, I think, where it will go through your system and it will delete all your duplicates. It'll ask you which ones you want to delete, sort of thing, I think, but it'll delete everything and it will kind of clean it all up and everything for you. But I'm kind of
I haven't got a problem with clearing it up, but I know that if I'm going out to do a gig, that I've got a playlist that's 80s, for example, I know I've got 80s songs in there. However,
Yeah.
for the silent disco stuff we do, they're in other folders where I've got 80s rock, I've got 80s pop, I've got 80s R&B hip hop, and there may be crossovers with that other 80s channel of music or playlist that I've got. There might be duplicates there.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I
But
mean,
I'm
the search
happy.
field.
I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that, to be honest. I haven't got a problem with that.
Yeah, maybe I need
It's
to. Maybe I
when
need
you
to do a little
type
bit.
it in. It's when you type it in and you got 5 or 6 versions of the same song. You don't need that.
No. I think I need to do. I need to set aside a little bit of time and go through it, and get rid of like, just sort it out a little bit more. I mean, I've got my silent disco thing. I've got an R&B folder, a dance folder, a garage folder. I've got all that sort of stuff. But I think sometimes when I download, because I do sort of download like each week, like the new stuff that's coming in that's hitting the chart, what people are listening to, especially with the proms and everything. They want to hear that. I know you're not a lover of proms, but they want to hear that. So, and then I download it, I put it on the laptop, and then I don't actually put it into a relevant folder. And then I kind of forget that I've even got it. So that's what I need to be a little bit more disciplined on that, I think.
Good.
There you go. Yeah, from someone who had nothing to talk about, you did a lot of talking.
A lesson to us all. Sort your music out. Get it all organised. You know where everything is. Touch of a button type stuff. I know it's easy on these type of controllers where you can just type it in and it's there. But just don't keep downloading for the sake of downloading.
No, you don't need it.
Folders. Funny enough, because I've not used DJ Pro for a long time, and then when I used DJ Pro into the FLX10 on Saturday, my Tidal account, because I use Tidal on it on DJ Pro, is absolutely. It's got so many playlists on it. It's ridiculous. Like so many that I've just keep adding to it and adding to it and adding to it and adding to it, and it's just like, oh my, why have I not? It's just, and I'm like, it's just it's too much. It's unmanageable.
Actually, I'm going to write that on my list of things to do tomorrow, because I know that what I do when I have a party, I do a duplicate playlist of that party on Tidal. Should anything go wrong, I'm gonna do a Tidal tidy.
Oh, a Tidal tidy.
A Tidal tidy. That's on my list of to-do things that are on my little pad. That's a Groove Junction pad, by the way. A Groove Junction pad.
Oh, I didn't even know we had merch.
No, we haven't got merch. It's a bit of A4 with the Groove Junction logo, and I've glued it onto the front of the pad.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a prototype.
It's a prototype. So
prototype ads.
We're working
merch.
on it. I was looking at pens. I was looking at Groove Junction pens, and then I thought, I was, but then I was like, oh,
what's the point?
Who am I going to give them to? I could do a Groove Junction USB stick. We could do that.
Ooh,
or a Groove Junction bottle opener. Oh, come on. I mean, which one do you go for?
Bottle opener.
A bottle opener.
What does that tell you? What does that tell us about you?
Oh, no. Who's this? No, you know what? You know my love for the Wolf Mix. I've only got a Wolf Mix bottle opener.
That's lovely.
Do you reckon we could nick their idea? I haven't got a bottle to open,
No.
though. I haven't got the bottle to open, so we'll put that back on the side there. There we go.
Right, okay. Good chat. Let's have a little break again.
Well, another one?
Yeah.
Okay,
I need to top up.
Oh, do you want to use my bottle opener?
Throw it here.
I'll see you after the break, mate.
Welcome back, John.
Thanks, Matty. Thanks for having me back. Hey, to be fair, I didn't go to the toilet.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying. I did pick up another drink on the way.
Good lad.
Got to stay hydrated. Stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated. So next week, it's our anniversary show, and we're going to sort of recap on the year, which I'm looking forward to. And we are going to be giving away the prizes that have been donated to us, and we'll let you know all about those next week when we do it. And we will do the the Wheel of Fortune spin off of everyone that has entered the prize giveaway. We'll do that and we'll record that on the show. Hopefully, we can get it on the screen as well, and you can see who's won what at the time when we do it. Obviously, from a viewing perspective, you can watch that on YouTube or Spotify. However, obviously, if you just listen to the podcast, and I'm more than happy for you to just listen to the podcast, but we will also announce it at the time.
Of course.
But it will all be legitimately done. It'll all be above board, and we'll do the spin the wheel and find out who's won what next week. But we'll let you know what's on offer, because we are waiting for a couple more brands. Let's say brands. We're waiting for a couple more people to come back to us before we get into it. But yes, so loads coming up. But anyway, John, what have you got coming up before the week's before the anniversary show?
Before the anniversary show. So nothing Friday. Although I say nothing, I'm going to the venue. I've got a party on Saturday, but I'm going to the venue Friday night to set up. To give me a little bit more extra time, because I'm going to pop in to Pop World Chelmsford and help you. I'm going to be your like tech.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
I thought you'd like that.
Yeah, I didn't even invite you. You're just inviting yourself now.
Well, it's my hometown, isn't it? So, or home city, should I say?
So you've got a gig on Saturday.
What's Saturday night. So that is a 70th birthday.
70.
70. Yep, 70.
Nice.
And then Sunday morning, I've got a 7th birthday, and Sunday afternoon, I have a 8th birthday, and then on Monday, I have a summer kids camp outdoor disco.
Nice.
At 10 o'clock in the morning. What's that about?
Love that.
No, I don't. 10 o'clock in the morning on a Monday. I'll wake the neighbours up if they're not awake. So, yeah. But, yeah, so that's me on... that's me for this weekend. What about yourself?
Yeah, I've just got... we've got sort of managing the silent disco and the DJs down in Australia. This weekend, we've got a gig down in Queensland. I'm DJing in Pop World, as you've mentioned. A Beyond 30s event, 80s, 90s, noughties night. I say night, it's 3 p.m. till 8 p.m. And then actually in that Pop World in Chelmsford City, your home city, it's the last night of Pop World before they close it down.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember you saying.
Yeah, they're closing it down.
So are you going to use them confetti cannons?
There was... I let's find out when we turn up. But John is a lover of confetti cannons. It has to be said.
I do love a confetti cannon.
And when he walked into the booth last week when I was in there, he immediately saw these 2 confetti cannons on top of the DJ booth.
Nice.
And probably all of the bags of confetti that was scattered around.
I've never seen so many big bags of confetti. I've never seen a bag of confetti that big.
There was a lot of confetti, which then makes me feel that potentially because it's the last night in Pop World that we may be firing off the confetti maybe a few times. But from what I understand is that they're opening the doors at 3 p.m. for our event till 8 p.m. and then they're staying open till 7 a.m. the next morning.
Really?
Yeah. They're doing an all-nighter.
Wow. That's a long shift.
Yeah. That's like... Yeah, so I'm doing the 3 to 8 shift and then I'm out. I'm done.
Yeah, mate. Yeah. It's a shame that it's closing down, but then it'd be a good day, good night, good morning, whatever.
And do you know what? One thing I'm really looking forward to. Obviously, yes, it's the anniversary gig next week, which we'll talk about. But the anniversary gig will then actually drops on the Friday, and that Friday. We are back on the stage doing a silent disco together. We've not done a silent disco in basically all of July because we didn't have any. And we are down in Bristol doing one on the anniversary day.
I love the silent discos, but we haven't been on stage together for a long time.
Yeah.
I don't even think the last gig we did was together. the last one I did, I think
Was it Ely?
was Ely. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was.
I wasn't on that. Yeah, it was a while ago. But yeah, so loads of
Yeah,
stuff to look forward to. Loads of stuff to look forward to.
Yeah.
And yeah, it feels strange that we're hitting the year point that we've done this every week.
Every week. You know what? I mean, and I've said it 1,000 times before. And I'll carry on saying it. You know, it's never a chore to come on and do this. We are still enjoying doing this, and I think that the feedback that we get, whether it be private message, email, on the comments on Spotify and YouTube and all that sort of stuff, you know, it's what keeps us going, really, because we know that people are listening to us. I mean, we're in over 33 countries across the globe now.
Yeah. What's really interesting is that Saturday night I got a notification that someone commented after listening to episode 7.
See, now I saw a comment where someone had said, "I really like this episode." And that was episode 17.
No, it was 7. It was that one.
Was it the same comment?
I think it was the one last week. Yeah. Did you see it last week?
Yeah, it would have been last week. I saw
it was episode 7.
Oh, it was 7, was it? Okay.
I'm going to check it now because I'm there. I'm in it.
Yeah, I thought you said 17, to be fair, but I could be wrong.
No.
Okay, well, that's good.
No, yeah, episode 7.
Nice.
It was the 17th of September, 2024.
Wow.
Episode 7.
Wow.
Claire Ball.
That's it. Claire
made
Ball.
a comment.
That's it.
Love this episode. Really enjoyed the guest. There you go.
Do you remember
Claire.
who the guest was?
I do.
Oh, go on then. Remind
Sophie
me.
Lou was the guest.
Yes, Sophie. Love
Episode
Sophie. Love
7.
that. I really did enjoy that interview. We can talk about that next week.
We're going to talk about all of the episodes. Well, I say not all of the episodes. We're going to talk about all of the guests.
Yeah.
Some of the guests that we've had on next week's.
Yeah. I'll tell you something we haven't done this week, Matty. I know you want to wrap it up because, like, you know, it's getting late and, you know, your zip up slippers are waiting for you. But we haven't had we haven't got a DJ dilemma this week, right?
Have you got one?
No, but not really. But I know that obviously, as I just said, people commenting this, that, and the other. Now, and I was thinking about this earlier on, right? Swear words. Now, not swear words as in the F's and the C's and this, that, and the other. Swear words in our industry. So the biggest swear word, I would say, in our industry is sound limiter.
I was getting ready with the beep button. I was getting ready with the mute button really quickly there.
No. Would you agree? Would you agree?
100%. Yeah, 100% sound limiter. Yeah. A swear word.
I mean, so I think we'll put it out there to our listeners and our viewers. Put it out there.
Yeah.
What other swear words, obviously...
That are not swear words.
No, not swear words, but in our industry, you give it, oh, really? So obviously... It'd be interesting to know what other people, like, you know, they rock up to a gig and the front of house or the manager or they say, and they give it, oh, really? Sound limiter. Right. That's got to be number one.
All right, that's this week's
DJ's Dilemma.
There you go. That's this week's
DJ's Dilemma.
See?
Love that.
Get the kid on it. Get the kid doing the voiceovers.
That's
she's
it,
great.
Mate. Love it. And she's free.
John, it's free. It's free. It's free. It's never free, trust me. It's been a pleasure seeing you this week, my friend. As always, I'll see you in Pop World on Saturday.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you everyone for listening and joining us on this 51st episode of the Groove Junction. We're almost at the year. Thanks for listening again. Thanks for joining. We can't do it without the support and love from you guys. As always, go and tell your friends, go and tell your loved ones where we are. We are on all your podcast providers, YouTube and Spotify video player as well. If you want to go and watch these two beautiful specimens of DJs, we're out there. But yes, thanks, John. Been a pleasure as always.
Thank you very much, my friend. Sorry, I'll cut you off.
Yeah, a little bit. I will see you same time, same place next week on the Groove Junction.
Be safe. Be lucky.
See ya.